to retrieve it.
You alright there, Mark?
We're just going to go around the corner and stuff, so it's a little bit slippery. Nice positive sugar.
Thank you.
Wherever we have daylight and limestone, you're going to find it's extremely slippy, and after the rain overnight, most of the rock will be quite damp on the surface. So do just be careful. When we get to the ground, it'll be nice and slippy. So that's where we're going to get to. That's the vertical bit of the trip, is just underneath there. In terms of entrances, we've got middle entrance up there, which has got an upper and a lower. We've got lower entrance here, which has got a lower and a upper. I'll never really, unless I really hate you from the outset, take you into upper lower, because the first thing you're going to do is lie in the water and crawl. Well, I say crawl, probably drag yourself through the water, and you're going to be wet from the outset. So it's a rarity to use that experience, unless it's something like a stag party, which we just want to generally abuse because of the pain they've given us in getting here. Downstream is accessible to us today. Very slippy at the start, but it gets low very quickly, and immediately you'll be hands and knees pretty much, and then you're going to have the best part of 10-20 meters on your belly wriggling, which is all fair and while. It gets us quickly to where we want to be heading, but is slightly more abusive, and you have got the bags to drag and push as well. Alternatively, we can go in lower middle, which is on this side of the entrance, and that will take us a meandering trip down underneath ourselves here. It has got a few obstacles in the way that we need to negotiate. Two puddles, one which is about that deep, the other which is this deep, and a few other bits and bobs that get us down to where we are, but it's not the easier necessarily. They both have the novelty. It's just not quite as in your face. So if you prefer a slightly more relaxed introduction, then we'll go for the upper one rather than the lower one. Okay. I'd go by expressions there that we'll go this one.
Yes, I mean.
So it's worth just chin straps up, making sure your helmet's nice and secure, and then it's only just above your eyebrows, so it's giving you plenty of protection. Just watch out for the barbed wire as we head over here.
Wasn't a leap. It's a long step.
I'll go with my bum.
You will find your balance a little bit off. It's because my understanding is that as we move into the dark, because your vision becomes much more tunnel vision, because of the gloom around you, it means that you kind of lose that sense of balance a little bit. Normally not when you're just standing though.
Yeah, good start.
It looks like the start of a ride at Alton Towers or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Please don't dumb down the cave.
As in, it's luring you into a false sense of, oh, this is all right.
Right, you may want to turn your torches on as well. It'll help you see where you're going. Water levels are not huge today. We've still got a good 6 inches of margin. But in places in some of the cascades going up the series, you will find that it's quite swift. And then the canalised water, it has still got a fair bit of power in it because it's not getting slowed down by gravels, etc. So do just be careful. Sometimes you put your foot down and you just find it has got a little bit more behind it than you expect. Take your time, keep yourselves keeping an eye on the ground around you, and yeah. Oh, your bag's waterproof, but it is a little bit more delicate.
Right.
But it does float. And then yours sinks like a whip. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. It'll take all the abuse. No sediment, no mud. Just bearable.
I thought some mud would get in here, wouldn't you?
It gets flushed through really quickly.
Are the wellies really busy, or is it just
The wellies are just bog standard farming wellies. It's just because the rock, because there's no algae, no moss, no soil, anything like that. It's you're just on straight onto bedrock.
Yeah.
But with the absence of daylight, you lose the algae.
Does someone else want to go first this time?
Yeah, cave environment, totally natural environment. We do have an impact on this environment, but no part of it is man-made. It is what it is. It's an environment that's been here for in excess of probably 1 million years, and will continue to grow and develop as long as water exists in this area. And we would have once been at the bed of an ocean, quite simply. We would have been surrounded by coral reefs, seashells, bivalves, brachiopods, not so much in the way of fish, to be honest. And 360 odd million years ago, we were coming out of the first mass extinction on our planet. The geology continues to develop, and actually, life on our planet, no matter what we do to it, is going to carry on in some form or other. It'll just probably get rid of us as part of that equation. It seems to be doing a pretty good job of trying at the moment. So on your bum there, you're going to lower yourself down, and essentially you're going to lower your foot, your left foot, to where my foot is. Don't want you to stand on it, I've got snow caps on. So that's where you want to lower yourself down to. Yeah, get your hand down this side as well. That's down here.
You're going to need some longer legs for this, Nina.
There you go. Yeah, get all your weight when you put there, and it's a nice positive step straight across. That's it. Big positive step, behind your head, and then just step down into the water. Okay, who's this?
Mark.
Mark. So this foot's going to go beside my foot there. So you're just going to lower yourself down, get your hands nice and low so you're under control. That's it. Once you're standing on that, a nice big positive step forwards and straight across. There's not much to hold on with it. There we go. So stand on your left, big step across. Big step across. So well done. That's the one where getting wet is the least preferable. The puddle here is not that deep. It's probably about mid-thigh depth on some of us. On others, it's a little bit deeper. On others, it's a little bit shallower. But it's full of rocks in the bottom, and I mean we want to stay as dry as possible because it just makes for a more comfortable trip. Once you get wet, you get cold pretty fast. So it's all about trusting those feet. That's where the stability comes from. There's ones above you as well there, at eye level, helmet level. Right, these ones in the middle now, that's the ones you want to lean against. So bring your right shoulder forwards. That's it. And then you can just head around the edge. Okay, you're going to lob one of those bags to me. The more you trust your feet, the less likely you are to get wet. That's it, use the ones above you as well. That's it, and this one in the middle is really useful, and you're going to bring your right shoulder.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get your weight over your feet again. That's it, get your weight on your left foot, that's it.
Yeah.
And just do little shuffles along.
Shuffle, don't cross.
Yeah, big steps means you go off balance. Use the ones above you then. Directly above you. That's it, hold on to those. They'll help you. The ones in the middle are your best ones. They're behind you now, but rather than hugging the block, but
Okay, now reach out and now swing your leg round and just push against that. That's now walk it. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Well, I'd already end up like up to there. I'd go.
You've been up to your neck.
That's it. That's the first swing bit, then you've got ones above you as well. That's it. Yeah, just worry about the feet first, get your feet stable, that's it. Then just move your hands along gently, that's it. Keep your feet, next little pocket along, that's it, yeah. Transfer your right hand, you need to move your right hand along a bit though, otherwise left there, that's it. There you go. And then lean on these ones in the middle, and bring your right shoulder forwards. It'd be so much easier just to let you
Where are we going now? Around that way?
Yeah, just follow around, so lean on the middle bit and then run around the outside.
Okay.
In a slow, controlled manner.
I was going to say, I didn't see you run around there, it's like.
Running.
Lob the bag then. Right, here we go. I'll try and catch it, but I might just see it then. Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
1, 3, 2, 3.
Ah, you got me, right in the face.
Yeah, I did. That was fun.
Because he's been waiting for somebody else to call it.
I know, his karma is going to catch up with him at some point. Okay. We Okay. Yeah.
Let's get your butt over the air. It's fine, you're not actually that far, just lower yourself down. There you go.
Long legs for the win. Okay. Right, so these are your handles are great. Get your right foot down now. That's good. That's a good pocket foot there.
Yeah.
Your left foot goes underneath this ledge all the way down. So you see how there's this triangle running down? And then the bottom bit, just underneath, bit lower down, that's it. Get your toe right on there.
Yeah, got it.
That's it. And then you'll be great. Now for your right foot, it's underneath, out of sight.
Okay.
So you're going to have to lower yourself down a bit on your left leg and stretch underneath. That's it. Yeah, move your hands down. There you go.
It's not reaching.
That's it. Well done. Okay. I'd like to reverse to the edge there. That's nice. Careful.
Good
That
start.
nice flat bit.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to have your toes.
Okay. One or both.
Both.
Ooh. Ooh.
There you go. Now get your hands a little bit lower. Yeah, and you're going to lower your left foot over first, and you'll see a pocket for it. And then there's a similar pocket on the other side for your right. That's it. And then the left one is at the bottom of that wedge and all the way down. There's a nice little flat ledge underneath that ridge.
Is this it?
Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
And then the next one is hidden underneath the cloth face.
Yeah,
So you've got to kind of feel underneath.
Okay.
Yep, and then down to the ground.
Keep going. Keep going. You got another couple of meters yet. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You got another meter yet. One step back. Foot, left foot down, out to the side a bit. You got it. Okay.
that's hard. Oh my god, that's so hard to do with the slipper. Like it? Yeah. I can't,
Yeah, I did that. I just like gave up in the end and just like,
I'll just slide down the
yeah, just slid down.
This is Allen Pot. That's the waterfall that you saw earlier that you walked around the top of, and the fence is just above the greenery there. A little bit more daylight today would make it a little bit more spectacular when the sun comes through. It's a bit misty today, but that's where the fear of dragons and the entrances to hell come from, because of the clouds of moisture, water vapour that rise out of a cave as the air heats up.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, climb ready. Remember, elevators doesn't matter. Just move forward.
There's a ledge there.
Yeah.
That's easier. You're going to need a ladder again, yeah.
It kind of cruises and oh, that'll be fine. There's another foothold a bit higher up there. I can keep taking you in tight, pull yourself up with your arms. And then you get onto this ledge here. That's it. Okay, and you're going to go straight past me as I give you a bit.
Thank you.
Use your knees if needed. That's it, and you're going to go straight past me now.
Thank you.
Straight past, keep going, that's it.
Big step.
All the way to the next puddle.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god.
Go on.
They're so cold. I can't actually do it.
Now that one's a bit stiff, that now.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Thank you.
The pain in your arms goes after about 4 minutes.
That's so hard.
Good, that wasn't it?
If you look carefully, you'll see the footholds as well and handholds. Lovely handhold just there. Another one just here. The first one is the awkward one. It's up there. So I can push off against the wall. Remember, you've got a rope attached to you. You've got nice handholds, nice ledges.
I told you, get longer legs.
You can do it, Nina. Open atom.
Foot up a bit further. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Push up
Well,
there.
push off, push off.
This is the last climb of the day for you.
Hey.
There we go. That's why you put the rope on you. Okay, fantastic. Go. Okay, get your knees up. Over. And then just head straight through there, please.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh, I made it look easy. You want to pass the bag and then behind you?
Do we pass the bag?
Yeah.
There's your like fine thing there. You worry about it.
Okay, stand up. You just stand up.
The water you can hear booming away. That's lower entrance, which takes the main stream that we were in earlier down to Dickon Pot. Now, this is a quick way out, I guess, back to surface. That means that we don't have to retrace the pools and puddles that we came around on the way in. But it does involve a little bit of crawling, which is why you've got knee pads. And it does involve a little bit of dragging or shoving of bags. And that gets us out to that lower entrance.
I think we should do the quick way and it's proper caving as well, so we should see it.
Okay.
Go on then.
What about our novices? What do they look at?
Yeah, if you feel we're going to be able to do it.
Mind the puddles, this one's particularly a bit deeper than people expect. Hold on to things, pull yourself through. don't worry about the noises I'll make. The problem I have is that almost everything that I'm wearing is going to catch on everything I'm falling over.
Okay. Yeah, back. Yeah.
Okay, just give the bag a shove through. Okay, it's going to go along to the side of the stream there.
Pass bags. Wait. Turn next. Whoa. Look at that. That's gnarly.
That's like when I went cave shooting.
That's proper beauty, isn't it? All of them was just increased in case, look at the stream suddenly started to go that way now. Right, keep some fish water out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water level suddenly started to rise in the cave.
Yeah.
I was now suddenly going over dry ground. Oh yeah, it's when the water level just increasing the cave, it's now going over dry ground.
It's just starting to rise.
The point is the water is now starting to rise. You see how it's flowing over dry ground. So it's just as the water level in the cave is just starting to rise slightly. So yeah, interesting that it's not raining very much. But while I stood there, the water level must have just gone up a few millimetres, enough that it started flowing off down dry rock down the side and just carried on doing that. So yeah, it doesn't take an awful lot of rain to make an impact. That's the reason why we've had an increase in rainfall, because it's not particularly raining heavily here, but that's our gathering area. From the hillside on the left hand side there all the way to over here, that entire area is our catchment.
Yeah.
And everything lands in that area is coming in here. What we're looking at is clouds. But of course when the cloud is low, you can't walk through it and stay dry.
Yeah.
It's still putting water onto the ground. So that's the reason why, although the rain doesn't seem heavy, it's because the cloud is down on that area. So actually that's starting to deposit a fairly significant amount of rainfall.
What's your limit for going into the cave?
Well, my brain at this moment in time is saying,
Yeah.
what we're about to do is we're about to go into the more active part of the cave. But what I've just seen there is only a tiny but a raise in water level, and what I'm looking up there is what's potentially more significant rainfall in its catchment area, and that's kind of saying to me we shouldn't really go into the upper series.
It's very late anyway.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
purely
it's late
because
anyway.
yeah,
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it, but
yeah.
there's a benefit to
I
not
mean,
doing it.
you guys have been up in that area before. It's just
Yeah.
yourselves who haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a waterfall, there's a big pool with a waterfall coming.
Yeah.
So that's where we were going to head up to. But
Nice.
when we're up in there, we are in the stream at all times.
Yeah.
And that means if it did suddenly decide to go whoop, like the river down there this morning when I was in the car park waiting for you guys, I looked at the Environment Agency website and it said something like 16 mil of water. And then just before you'd arrived, I looked at it again and it had risen by 12 mil in the space of a 30-minute, reading. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just saying let's stay away from the act a bit.
Live to cave another day.
Yeah. Yeah.